Android sometimes decides to open certain links automatically inside specific apps, and you may not even realize that this is happening. And that means your control over the links you open may not be as complete as you think. In this video, I'll show you a very important setting that many people never review, and how it can help you take better control over the links that open on your phone, understand what is actually happening in the background, and why it's better to check this setting right now. Where to find this setting on your phone? From Settings. Apps. Choose Default Apps. Opening links. You'll find this setting enabled by default. Before you turn it off or decide to leave it on, let's understand what impact it has on your phone, your privacy, and your data security. When this option is turned on, it gives Android room to open certain links in an app, like Way, even if the full app is not actually installed on your phone, and that is connected to something called Instant Apps. Put very simply, Instant Apps means that instead of a link opening as a normal, clear page in your browser, your phone may try to take you to an app-like version or a quick app-style experience without you installing the app in the usual way. On paper, that may sound convenient, but in reality, this is where you need to ask yourself a very important question. Do I actually need this? Or is this just an extra layer of automatic behavior that I never asked for in the first place? Because the more complicated the way links open becomes, the less clearly you understand what is happening in front of you. And that is more serious than people think. What sometimes happens is that you tap here, and suddenly your phone decides to take you somewhere else in a different way, simply because this setting is turned on, or because a specific app is allowed to take over a certain type of link. And that is exactly what should concern you. Not because some disaster has happened, but because anything that works automatically in something as sensitive as links should be reviewed. Why? Because a link is sometimes the first step in everything. Reading content, opening a service, signing in, using a website, or moving between apps. So you need to understand, is the link opening the way you think it is? Or is there a shortcut happening in the middle without you noticing? And that's why, if you're someone who likes clarity and control, then most of the time it is better for open links in apps to be turned off. Because turning it off simply means less automatic opening, less complexity, and less behavior that you do not actually need. Because there's a big difference between a phone that works the way companies arranged it and a phone you truly understand and know what it is doing and why. And after you turn this option off, look below at the list of apps. You will find certain apps that are allowed to open specific types of links. And this is not something you should scroll past quickly. Ask yourself with each app, do I really want it to open these links automatically? Or is it better that whenever I tap any link, I decide where it opens? Because some apps treat it like a given right. The moment they see a link that suits them, they immediately pull it their way. And that is why this matters. Because it is not just a small setting buried in the menu. It is the setting that determines who gets the final say when you tap a link. And in my opinion, any setting that affects links like this should never just be left on its default state. In the end, if this video opened your eyes to something new, Leave a like so I can bring you even more important and smarter settings than this. Subscribe to the channel for the upcoming videos, and tell me in the comments, was this setting turned on for you? And are you going to turn it off or leave it on?